I cannot be more excited about the upcoming Overwatch hero, Ashe. She's got a lever action rifle. Lever action rifles are my favorite guns of all time to use in games. Alright, let me back up. Just in case you weren't aware at all, there is a new hero coming to Overwatch. Her name is Ashe. She is a gunslinger. She is the leader of the Deadlock gang, the gang of criminals that McCree fought, and I think a comic or something. They're the reason there's a train that crashed at the beginning of Route 66, and she is their leader, and we got to learn a lot more about them. Previously, we didn't really know that much about the Deadlock gang, and now we see all their names and faces, and we're going to get to play as one of them in Overwatch. Like I already said, her primary weapon is a lever action rifle. It reloads one bullet at a time. It's something of like a mid-range sniper rifle. It's got an aim down sight without like full crosshair zoom like Widowmaker and Ana, which is actually a form of aim down sight that we haven't really had in Overwatch up till now. I believe we may also have never had a hero who reloads their gun one shell at a time. I think that's a new mechanic as well. Her secondary weapon is a sawed-off shotgun. Kind of think of the Force of Nature from Team Fortress 2. It will knock enemies back, and she can use it to boomstick jump, like in Killing Floor 2, shoot the ground and go flying upwards. She has a tertiary weapon. It is a stick of dynamite that she can throw at people. It explodes, and it sets them on fire, and not the good kind. Usually in Overwatch you want to be set on fire, but Blizzard has finally added the other type of fire, the one that hurts. And they actually technically added it a little earlier. It was part of Torbjorn's new ultimate. Torbjorn now carpets the floor in molten lava, and people who walked into it got set on fire. There's now two heroes that can use that new fire mechanic, and notably neither of them uses it as their primary thing. You know, Torbjorn is a turret guy. This new hero is a hit scan mid-range pseudo-sniper kind of guy. Neither of them are a dedicated fire class, but I think it's possible that they may be adding a dedicated fire class later down the line, and then these two were them perfecting the damage over time mechanic. Speaking of Ashe abilities that I think are going to foreshadow upcoming heroes, her ultimate summons her trusty sidekick Bob, a giant hulking robot who I honestly like more. I don't dislike Ashe, but I think Bob looks absolutely amazing, and he will show up, he will bum rush your enemies, fling them in the air, and then stand there and start shooting everyone. Now, Jeff Kaplan has stated that Bob will be treated as a 7th player on your team. He can be healed, he can be nano boosted, he blocks points, Zarya can throw bubbles on him. The only thing that he doesn't do is give the enemy ultimate charge when they kill him, and I think that's going to have a really huge impact on Overwatch, honestly, because Overwatch is a game of numbers when it comes to fights. In pretty much any situation, if two groups of enemies come against each other into some sort of mid-fight, the team that has the most players in that fight is going to win. Think of how bloody impossible it is to win a 5v6, and now just imagine a mid-fight that's 6v7. That could have a huge impact on things. But anyway, more importantly, that means that they were working on this new minion mechanic, and I think that is probably evidence that we're going to be seeing a minion hero later down the line, and this might just be wishful thinking. I've been wanting a minion hero literally since Overwatch came out. There was an old article in the Daily Spuff where it talked about types of heroes I'd like to see in Overwatch, and the #1 slot was some sort of minion-based hero. So, hopes against hopes, that may be in my near future. Ashe also came out with a new trailer where she and McCree both wanted this mysterious crate that was on the Route 66 payload. You should go watch it, I'll leave a link in the description. But what was cool about that trailer was how much lore it had in it. Now, trailers have never been schlups when it comes to lore. Things like, May's short and the one where Winston reactivates Overwatch, they usually pull out all the stops. But this is the first time that they have very clearly and obviously shown us an upcoming hero. And we know this because Jeff outright said this is going to be a new hero for the game. Her name is Echo, and that is pretty much all I can say about her, other than that she, looks like an Apple product. But I look forward to seeing what sort of hero Echo is going to play as. Now, that's not the only thing that Blizzard has given us recently. There was another really huge announcement. For the Overwatch League, they have completely added a new spectator system that allows us to watch World Cup games as if we were in the server. We can just choose whichever character we want to spectate. We can free cam. We can do pretty much anything. Anyone who's watched a competitive, or who's watched CSGO, or the old Half-Life TV, if you're like me and you used to play Team Fortress Classic, that sort of system is added into Overwatch, and already we've been seeing such an increasing quality in anybody who talks about competitive Overwatch on YouTube channels or posting VOD reviews. Those channels have overnight gotten amazing footage, and it's really freaking great, and I'm really excited to see not upcoming, actually the World Cup's happening. The World Cup just happened, and we have a couple more games coming down the line, and it's really great to get to watch those games in this new system. What else? There's a couple other things happening completely outside of the game. The new lucio-ohs, the cereal that should never have existed, it's going to be a real thing, and I'm acting disparaging towards it, but really Lucio's my man. I can't say anything bad about anything with his name on it, and I do know that I'm going to go to Target and buy one this December, the second it comes out, because it's going to be at Target. You're going to get additional loot boxes if you mail your box tops to Kellogg's to let them know that you bought this new Lucio's cereal, and it's Sonic Vanilla flavored. God only knows what Sonic Vanilla tastes like, but we'll all be finding out come Christmas time. Last thing I wanted to mention is the new competitive game mode. I'm playing it in this footage. It's Team Deathmatch. It's really fun. I didn't think it was going to be fun. I'm never really a deathmatch kind of guy, but man, Moira can just do anything, and I highly recommend playing her if you want to get your 10 games out of the way so you get a huge lump of competitive points but weren't sure what hero to play. Go play Moira like I'm doing in this footage. She's really great. You might want to do it quickly though, because Blizzard didn't tell us when Team Deathmatch competitive season is ending. It just kind of showed up one day, and it could disappear at any time, so don't dally. I hope everybody's having a great end of 2018, and I hope to see you in Overwatch or the other games that we cover on this channel. Everybody have a great night. This is Happiness with the Spuff of Legends, signing off.